Hi, I'm Chastity Wilkerson, and this is MZTV News. And these are the segments for this week.
Good morning, I'm Lanaya, and today on Bulldogs Business, we'll be interviewing
Kimberly Grant, principal at Mount Zion High School.
And today we'll be asking her about the new procedures of our school. What about the school is most important to you?
Safety. Safety is the most important thing for any scholar, because if you're not safe, you can't learn. You're worried about being safe. And so I am the most approachable person that I believe, but I will not compromise when it comes to fights, when it comes to weapons, or even when it comes to harassing students. So that comes from adults or children. So we have to make sure that all of our scholars are safe on a daily basis.
What do you think makes you different from previous principals?
So Mr. Blocker hired me as an assistant principal way back in 2012. I stayed here with him for 7 years. So he trained me to be an administrator, but we differ in our approach. Mr. Blocker is just hardcore all the time. All the time he's hardcore. However, I'm probably going to be the one to speak to you in the hallway, and I've always been that way.
What do you have planned for the school besides more pep rallies?
So I think that students should be exposed to things that they're learning. So we've already secured some grants for 2 field trips, and that's going to be 9th grade and seniors, I believe. I want our teachers to think about how can we have field trips for our students so they can see what they're learning. They can immerse themselves in what they're learning. I also believe that we have to expose our students to college life. So I want to expose our students to as much as possible. There are also things that students are asking to have. As long as we are securing our bag, behavior, attendance, and grades, I'm probably going to say yes. I want our scholars to be able to say, I love coming to school. Everybody may not feel the way. Some people just don't like school. But I want 95% of our scholars to say, I love coming to school. In order to do that, we have to have fun, engaging activities. So the seniors want a brunch? I said yes. So whatever we have to do to get students engaged in school, I'm willing to do that.
Okay, well, that's all with Miss Grant, our wonderful principal. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Esperanza, and today we're interviewing
Mr. Patterson.
About Hurricane Dahlia. So, Mr. Patterson, have you ever personally been in a hurricane?
Well, I've been through like the aftermath of a hurricane. I've never been to one personally. Back in 2006, when Hurricane Katrina went and hit Louisiana and Mississippi, I was going to a boarding school at the time, Mississippi, and I came back and helped with like the cleanup and the wreckage and actually going to school while they're trying to put the school back together after a hurricane. So it does a lot of widespread damage. And also Hurricane Idalia, I have family down in South Georgia that was affected. It wasn't too bad. It was mostly just like broken branches and trees and so forth and stuff like that they had to clean up down there.
How did you feel once you returned to Louisiana to see all the damages?
Well, I had like personal friends and stuff that actually lived in that area, and a lot of them didn't have power or they didn't have running water and stuff. And since stores and stuff was shut down, it was like a lot of shelters. And the school I was at was like a designated area for places like the Red Cross and so forth to go and donate goods and stuff and to give hot meals and give out food to the surrounding area. and it's a lot of work, and it affects the people who live there emotionally a lot, especially to have their livelihood kind of uprooted, and they have to put it back together.
Do you know any family or any friends that were affected in the long run due to the hurricane?
I have family on my wife's side that lives down there and around Boston, Georgia, which is close to the Georgia-Florida line that was affected by the hurricane.
How long did it take your family to recover from Hurricane Dahlia?
It wasn't too bad. They just had to basically just move up some of the trees and stuff that was cut up. I believe it was like a Category 3, so it wasn't as like devastating as some of the past hurricanes.
Okay, well, thank you for letting us interview you.
No problem.
Grand Rising MZTV News. It's your host Malachi, and today we'll be interviewing Mr. Mitchell about our Mount Zion High School band. Grab your popcorn and enjoy. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. What makes Mount Zion band unlike the rest of the bands in Clayton County?
Mount Zion High School marching band is actually the smallest band in Clayton County. Last year was my first year. When I got here, we had 4 students in the marching band. We are now currently sitting at around 30 students, so we're quickly growing. I'm excited.
So, what band performance are you most excited for?
We were invited to do the National Independence Day Parade in Washington, D.C. On July 4th of 2024. So that is the first nationally recognized performance of the marching band here in the history of the school. So I'm really excited about that.
Speaking of performance, you are required to go to LGPE again this year. What is LGPE?
LGPE stands for Large Group Performance Evaluation, and that's basically where we take the concert band and the symphonic band to be judged, adjudicated by a panel of 3 judges, and they're judging from everything from appearance, posture, to sound quality, articulation, things of that nature. The rating scale is 5 is the lowest, and 1 is the best, which is a superior rating.
Last year you received superior. What will be your approach this year to regards LGPE, and how would you strive to receive superior again?
I will follow the same exact blueprint that I followed last year. That works, and I'm a big believer in if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Are you still accepting new Bulldogs to be a part of the band family?
Always.
Is it true Mount Zion band is merging with Stillwell, and what will that combination bring?
The merger with Stillwell is not 100% true. Stillwell has their own concert band, their own jazz band. They have their own band director, their own band room, their own facility, fine arts department, and Mount Zion does as well. Stillwell does not have a marching band, so those students that are at Stillwell that are interested in marching band will be able to participate in the marching band here at Mount Zion High School.
Overall, how do you feel about the band this year?
I'm excited. We've over quadrupled in size, and we're doing some major big things, and I'm really excited moving forward to this, finishing out this year.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you. You have one today.
All right, thank you.
That was today's topic. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. See you next week.
Welcome to MZTV News. I'm Xavier Harrell, and I'm here with
Coach Benyard.
All right, and this is MZTV News, Sports in the Doghouse. Today we're here to ask you a couple of questions. First, I wanted to ask you what happened last week.
Definitely special teams and personnel changes. We corrected that issue already, so we shouldn't have that mistake again.
All right, and going forward with training, what are we doing in training?
We're going outside. Last week we were not able to get outside at all last week. It did have an issue with our conditioning, and the guys getting tired and tapping out. This week we have a bye week this Friday. Next week we play McDonough for our first region game, so we should put on a better performance.
All right, thank you for your time. This is Sports in the Doghouse with Xavier, and my special guest was Coach Benyard. Thank you for watching.
Hey, this is Tyler coming to you with some daily fun facts. Did you know that if you sneeze too hard, you could function a rib cage, which will take more than about 6 weeks to heal? Now that's a long time to heal. Also, wearing headphones for more than just an hour could increase the bacteria in your ear by 700 times more than wearing wireless earphones, which can give you an ear infection. Plus, earphones will also have you lose hair cells when they're bending down too much at a low period of time. That's your daily fun fact from Tyler. See you next week.
This has been MZTV News. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see y'all next week.